Hello everyone, it's me, and it's recently come to my attention that I've not filmed a video in a while, and the reason behind that is simply because I've been busy with life and with crafting. Like I've got some craft projects going on, which hopefully I'll be able to show you the finished results sometime in the future, like when I actually get to finishing them. Also, because of like the whole coronavirus thing that's like going on in the world, Brian, who works at a nonprofit, they're trying to curb the coronavirus transmission or spreading within their nonprofit. So they're having like the people that work there only go into the office a few days a week, and then the rest of the week they're working from home. So, I'm all for that, but at the same time, it's like when Brian is here, it's really hard for me to sit down and film a video because I know he's in the other room, and I'm like, is he gonna be listening to me? What? It's just like difficult for me to film a video when somebody else is in the house. So I've not really been able to do that, and I'm hoping that, I will be able to just jump right back on in, and I think that I will be. Yeah, I really do. I will say, my hair has pretty much grown back since the whole buzz cut, and for whatever reason, I think it's like grown back a whole lot thicker than it was. So I'm happy about that. That I filmed probably a few weeks before Christmas. So I hope you enjoy it. You caught me. I gotta do my exercises. Actually not. I just wanted to kind of sit right here because I felt like it. So yesterday, it just wasn't my day. It started out really fine, like a normal, typical morning. I had my coffee, I cleaned the house, I got ready, and then I went out. And you know what? I'm a little cold right now, so I'm gonna put on that sweater. I'll be right back. You know what? I kind of like this, It's like that. It's so cool. So I came back and they were filming something like a street or so away. Like, I don't know what it was really, but there were like a lot of those film trucks, and you could see like people putting wires and cords, down sidewalks, and they had all those tapes and cones and things like that. And, it's a typical thing, so it doesn't really faze me, except when I'm trying to look and see what's going on and do I know any of those people. And of course, I didn't. So I turned down my street, and my street, you guys, it's very narrow. Like, cars will park on the left side and the right side, and two cars can barely get down like the center two lanes. But they can, but it's can be a little difficult because it is such a narrow street. I'm talking city narrow. So I'm driving down the street, and of course there's like no place to park like on the street. And that's typically where I park because it's easier. And the building that I live in, they don't really have like assigned parking. It's just first come first serve on the street. And typically there are places to park on the street, but at this time there wasn't. And I was kind of thinking maybe it was because those people filming had kind of taken all our spaces. So I'm a little frustrated because I have to go find another place to park. So I'm driving down the street, and I'm like, since there's no place, I will just go and turn and go back down and come back through the street again, because maybe in that 3-minute span of time, someone will have left and there will be a space, and God willing, I won't have to parallel park because I'm not good at that at all. So I'm doing that, and I get to, I'd say, pretty close to the end, but not quite where there's a stop sign. And a car starts coming out the other way, driving down the street. And I'm like, son of a bitch. Because, as I stated, it's a narrow street. So I'm like, well, maybe we could get through together. But this guy, he's not getting over enough, so I don't have any room at all. And I can see that I'm not going to have any room at all. So I'm like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put the car in reverse and back up a little, no big deal. So I do that, and I'm like being careful, I'm looking and all of that, and I hear crunch, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I kind of look out the window, and I have backed in to a parked car, and I'm like, oh my god, like, I have never in my life hit a car. And I hope you can hear me, because I am whispering, because it's, like, I don't want to just scream it from the rooftops. I'm a great driver, you guys. I've never had an accident in all of my years of driving, but I'm like, what the hell? And I guess the guy in the car didn't realize that I had done that, because he keeps going, and I'm like, I can't, I've already fucking backed into a car, like, I can't keep backing into it, like, whatever. So he kind of turns a little into, like, a void between two cars, and he manages to get out, but I thought he was gonna fucking hit me too. So, I'm like, okay. So I do that, and then deal with it, and it was a shake-up moment, but all's well. There was no damage really, but a scrape, and I did this, and it's all good. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time, and it won't be a whole long time, because I'll have something new, next week, or a couple of days, depending.